my name is Meeta from BoosturBrain.
And I am Anil.
In this video, we are going to discuss the different climatic zones of the Earth. In my previous video, I discussed how does the sun affect the Earth's climate. You can find the link of the same in the description box below. The sun rays play a very important role in the climate of any place, as the different places on the earth receive different amounts of sunlight. We can divide the whole earth into 3 key zones based on the climate. In this video, we are going to discuss all the 3 climatic zones in detail and how these climatic zones are related to latitudes. To explain the concept, we need world map showing important latitudes and climatic zones. Let's see how we can teach the concept in a practical way. Hello Anne, do you remember we talked about how the sun affects our climate?
Yes.
Let's have a quick recap. The region near the equator gets direct sun rays that are concentrated over a smaller area, and so it heats up the earth more. As we move away from the equator, the sun rays strike at the earth's surface at an angle. The slanting sun ray is spread over a larger area, and therefore they don't heat the earth to the same extent as direct rays. That's why the temperature decreases as we go away from the equator. The places near the equator have a very high temperature. Temperature over there is in the range of 60 to 80 degree Fahrenheit, and it is less than minus 10 degree Fahrenheit in the polar region. Therefore, we can say places in lower latitude are hot, whereas the places in the higher latitude are cold. On the basis of climatic condition, we can divide the earth into 3 climatic regions or zones. First, tropical zone or torrid zone. Second, temperate zone or temperate region. Third, polar region or frigid zone. Before discussing each zone in detail, tell me Anne, what are the important latitudes do we have?
Beside the equator at 0 degree, at the North Pole at 90 degree north and the South Pole at 90 degree south, there are mainly 4 important latitudes. Above the equator is the Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree north. Above the Tropic of Cancer is Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north. Below the equator is Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south. Below the Tropic of Capricorn is Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south.
Good. Look at this picture again. You know the equator is an imaginary line on the globe, which divides our earth in 2 halves. The area around the equator is known as Torrid Zone. It lies between 2 imaginary lines, which are the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The word torrid means extremely hot. As it lies near the equator, here the midday sun is exactly overhead at least once in a year. This zone therefore receives maximum heat. It is hot throughout the year. Here, summer is extremely hot and winter is warm. All the major deserts are present in this zone. And also lots of rain happens here. This is because the high temperature near the equator causes high amount of evaporation of water from the earth's surface, which causes a lot of rainfall. The areas that lies between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere are beautiful, plantful and suitable for vegetation. These areas are called Temperate Zone. In this region has a mild climate, neither very hot nor very cold, and few of these areas there is rainfall throughout the year. This is because the midday sun never shines overhead on any latitude beyond the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The temperate zone receives slanted rays of the sun, so this region receives less amount of heat as compared to the torrid zone. Temperate zone experience warm summer and cold winter. The countries that fall in the temperate zone have 4 distinct seasons: summer, autumn, winter and spring. It is the largest among all the climatic zones. The areas between the Arctic Circle and North Pole in the northern hemisphere and between Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern hemisphere receive very little heat from the sun. They are extremely cold, icy and most barren. It is because here the sun does not rise much above the horizon. Therefore, its rays are always slanting. These are therefore called Frigid Zone. Annette, do you know the north and south poles are the coldest part of the planet? Their day and night cycle is super weird. Sometimes the sun doesn't rise or set for 24 hours, and sometimes days literally 1 year long, with 6 months of day and 6 months of night. Places within the Arctic Circle, like part of the Norway and Greenland, where the sun stays in the sky throughout the night and day, are known as the land of the midnight sun. You must be wondering who came with this idea of climatic zones. There was an ancient Greek scholar, Aristotle, who was the first one to come up with the idea of climatic zones. Now you have a better idea of how the latitude, that means the distance from the equator, affect our climate.
Yes, places on lower latitude are hot, whereas places on higher latitude are cold.
Good. Apart from the latitude, there are many more factors that affect climate. Height above the sea level, distance from the sea, direction of wind, the amount of moisture in the air. We will talk about these factors in my next video. Thanks for watching my video. If you like it, please give us thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share, subscribe and press the bell icon. For more informative videos, blogs and customized expert support for your child, please visit my website boosturbrain.com.
Bye.